The year was 1941, and African-American men could finally train to become military pilots. They would later be recognized as Tuskegee Airmen.
Yeah, tonight Markeisha Jackson's introducing us to the daughter of a Tuskegee Airman who made Wichita Falls his home after the war. She's joining us now with his story. Markeisha.
Lauren Cassandra Harris is the daughter of Charlie Alanders Johnson Jr., a Tuskegee Airman whose love for flying led him right here to Sheppard Air Force Base, a legacy Cassandra says she will always remember.
That's him in the middle. My dad was a part of the 477th unit. The war ended in the Pacific right before they were to be deployed, so he was not a red tail. But my understanding is that he flew bomber planes.
Though not a red tail, Cassandra Harris's father, Charlie A. Johnson, is a prime example of Black history. History that played a role in the bigger picture of America.
He was selected along with about 1,000 other Army soldiers to go to Tuskegee Institute to train as a pilot.
The timing of Johnson's enlistment meant he would become a part of the segregated unit in the U.S. Army Air Forces, who later became the first Black military pilots in our country's history, better known as Tuskegee Airmen.
Even after they were officers, there were issues with, segregated upper officers or senior officers.
Those obstacles never hindered her father, and even after his time in the armed forces, his love of flying and training led him to college, and then to a place that may be familiar to those watching at home.
He was recruited to come up to Wichita Falls along with other Black men to become some of the first civilian instructors at Sheppard Air Force Base.
Her father touched many lives during his time at Sheppard, whether in the classroom or on the plane, enjoying teaching so much that others wanted to get involved.
I remember my mom participating in some of those activities, and then actually she later became a civilian instructor when they started hiring female civilian instructors.
While her father was a history maker, to her, he was simply Dad, and she's thankful to tell his story.
I think it's great. I'm just sorry it didn't happen earlier.
Just in time to inspire the next generation of dreamers.
At any age, never stop dreaming.
Now, to read more about Charlie A. Johnson's life, just head over to Texomashomepage.com.
So inspiring, for sure. And I love how Cassandra's mom and dad were both instructors.
Awesome.
That's perfect.
That really is.
What a great story on this Valentine's Day, too.
Yeah.
Markeisha, thank you so much.